Coming up right now is Destination Germany. We're taking you on a journey somewhere in the country that is well worth a visit. Whether you're a tourist, a permanent resident, a foreigner, or a German citizen, we'll be covering the most famous sites as well as the little-known corners of Deutschland. All that matters is showing you Germany is an interesting and exciting place to visit. If you enjoyed the destinations that we talk about each week, check out our website, thisweekingermany.de, and there'll be photos of each week's destination.
In the program this past week, we were talking about a museum in the city of Dresden, and specifically a military museum. But this isn't just any old military museum. The Bundeswehr Military Museum is a pretty unique museum in the fact that they don't glorify war like many others. They try and show and explain the humanistic side of the German military through the ages. And by ages, I mean all the way back to the 1300s. Check this place out for an interesting experience where visitors are encouraged to ask any questions they might have. Okay, where are we being whisked off to this week, Rob?
Well, the museum last week was in Dresden, which is in the state of Saxony. I thought we could stay in Saxony and we'd check out another cool city. This week we're going to the furthest point east that is still in Germany. Right on the Polish border, we're going to check out the city of Görlitz and what it has to offer.
That's pretty nice because it's the most eastern city in Germany. I bet it's right on the border of another country. I'm guessing Poland. Could be Czech Republic. I don't know, but it could be Poland. So I guess it has a bit of a different culture, incorporating kind of this transition between more Germanic culture and Slavic culture, if I can put it that way.
Well, I think your geography is pretty good. You are correct. It technically borders only Poland, but it is extremely close to Czech Republic as well. You can go from Görlitz about 10 kilometers outside the city, and you will be in Czech Republic as well. So this German city really does have a mix of 3 different places.
So what's the town like? And, well, for starters, how long has it been around?
It has been around for a while. A settlement has said to have been there since around 2000 BC, though the actual city of Görlitz was first documented in 1071. Since that time, it has become a pretty large city, now with over 50,000 residents.
Okay, so we speculated a little bit earlier about the crossover culture that's there. So can you tell me anything about that? Is there a crossover culture?
Okay, it does directly border, it has a sister city in Poland called Görlitz. I really hope I got that close to correct the pronunciation because I practiced it like 20 times.
Görlitz,
yes. Both these cities share a Gothic, Renaissance, Baroque, Art Nouveau architecture. And something that's pretty cool about the city is that it was never destroyed during the Second World War, so a lot of that architecture is still original.
Very, very cool.
And now the city has a campaign slogan called that the city is a city of culture, and it's there to help further Polish and German relations.
That's pretty nice. And so if I decided to go to Görlitz, what are some interesting things I can do there?
My first recommendation is pretty obvious. As this is one of the best preserved old towns in Europe, take a city tour to check out all the amazing original architecture and design. You can see how the town protected and conserved their buildings and monuments. Also preserved is an old-time railway system used during the GDR. Using this track is a replica of the first German railway locomotive used in 1835. There are many outdoor activities and parks to visit. One park is an animal reserve with over 500 animals, including red pandas. Also, the city is plentiful with museums as well. The Museum of Photography really caught my attention, and it gives you the history of how photography began.
So when would be a good time to visit?
The city is alive all year round, but there's a special event that I want to point out. This event is the Old Town Festival, which draws nearly 100,000 people each year. The fest is either the last week of August or the first week of September. It's huge and spreads over most of the city. There are multiple stages for music and theater, little boutique stands for all sorts of special merchandise, and loads of delicious food. Of course, there are events all year round as well, so check out their calendar for a good time to visit.